So David, watching the game back from Saturday, it's become a bit of a typical away performance in recent weeks for us.
Yeah, I think if that happened once or twice, you'd be sort of saying, oh, maybe we ran our luck, but then it's become a real good habit of ours. A real desire to keep the ball out of the goal. I mean, watched it back again. I think their better chances came in the first half. I think with Jordan's tipped one around the post, which was his only real save. The header from Piggott towards the end is probably going wide, but he's still a good save. But I'd be really disappointed if it went in. And then everything else was sort of fairly routine, even if it was at a high tempo. So, yeah, look, it's another away win. It's another clean sheet. It's a good performance, and one that also leaves room for us getting better. And we spoke about that with the lads after the game, and they understand that as well. So, yeah, another good weekend, and we're all on to tomorrow.
It's a break from league action, a different type of game in the Bristol Street Motors Cup, but like you say, it's that chance to improve still, and I suppose work on that in possession stuff that you spoke about after the game in the second half particularly. Yeah,
we've used these games for different reasons this year. I think we've had 2 decent performances. I think we've been unlucky only to get 1 point, but we've also tried things in the games whilst also giving other players opportunities, so they've served a real good purpose. Obviously, we had to be really mindful in the first 2 games just not to get any injuries, and we're still not out of the woods in that sense, but we're getting close. So we've got to take all that into consideration. I think Chesterfield have already qualified, but then I don't know what Cooker's going to do because they lost on Saturday. But it's not about them anyway. It's about what we do and how we approach the game and what we want to do and get out of it. So. Yeah, it'd be a good chance to see where we're at in other areas as well as asking players to do things that the lads who've played on Saturday do, and also things that the lads on Saturdays haven't been doing well. And if they can do that, then that'll be really helpful.
Yeah, like you say, obviously you naturally want to go in and win the game, but it's a really good opportunity to make those tweaks and give minutes to those that haven't had as many.
Yeah, I think any manager who sits in front of a camera this morning or before the Bristol Street Motors game and said anything different is lying to the fans. I'm not going to sit here and lie. We have used them for different reasons this year, and I've said, like I said, we didn't deserve to lose against Lincoln. A draw was probably a fair result against Man City. So we're going to another game hoping to get more out of our players and see more things and see where we're at with some of them, continue with some others, and maybe try 1 or 2 things as well.
With it being a Chesterfield, a side we've already faced this season in the league, best performance of the season arguably at their ground, can you use it as a bit of a marker to see the progress from that point on? With changes, I suppose it makes it a bit more difficult to say that.
I think that's it will be unfair to compare that. I'm saying this before the game, obviously, so that'd be my belief. I think it's sort of probably comparing apples and oranges in the sense that they're both fruit, but they're actually different. Mm-hmm. And that'd be both us and Chesterfield, I would imagine. So it's probably difficult to do that. However, we want to be as close to that performance as we can be, whilst also being a bit more ruthless. We spoke in the office. It's crazy how probably our best away performance of the season hasn't been in one of the 5 wins since. But that's I have to say that has set us up for the 5 wins, because we knew that before we went to Carlisle, we played really well at Chesterfield and didn't deserve to lose. We know Paul Cook's teams are always competitive, always strong. He's got a brilliant squad there, so we know it'll be a real tough night for us. But we're in, the group of players we've got here, you can see that they are trying really hard for this football club, and whoever gets selected, I'm sure, will be trying extremely hard. So work rate and effort combined with a bit of skill gets you places. So we've got to make sure that happens tomorrow night.
And finally, just looking at the squad and the injury updates, Charles Vernam, I know long term, and Jake Eastwood, they're making the progress you'd like, and then Curtis and Jordan getting closer and closer?
Yeah, Curtis is close, Jordan is close. Obviously losing Donny for a while is a blow as well. Rakil's not far away. And then we've got, you know, Easty and Chaz, who are the other side of Christmas. So, you know, we'll keep chipping them off if we can, whilst also trying not to lose any in the meantime. But, you know, we have been hamstrung in certain areas of the pitch all year, and it's cost us in games. You know, the Walsall game is the best example. You know, people say we folded. We didn't have the opportunity to replace tired legs, and they then got on top of you. I'm sure it'd be different if we could have made the changes, because it was obvious to all of the staff what we needed to do, but we couldn't because we didn't have them opportunities to change. So, you know, hopefully we'll get some back in the not too distant future, which will help on that. And then, like I say, we then, I think we've got 9 games in December and into early January, and we've got to get through that lot as well. So it's going to test us. But the lads have been a credit to themselves, to this football club, getting through the amount of games they've got through whilst we've had this injury crisis. So hopefully it'll ease a little bit next week, and then we'll try and go from there.